Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news. So, as you all know, the NFL offseason is always teeming with surprises, rumors, and strategic moves. But this latest piece of intel has Packers fans buzzing. Word has it that the Green Bay front office is making a serious push to bolster their tight end room, and a potential trade involving one of the league's most reliable and versatile tight ends. George Kittle from the San Francisco 49ers might be on the horizon. Now I know what you're thinking. Kittle to Green Bay? That's not just a rumor, that's a game changer. And honestly, it could be just that. Let's back up a bit and peel this layer by layer. The 49ers, currently sitting at a 5-8 record, are in a tough spot financially and strategically. After extending Brock Purdy with a hefty $45 million extension that hits hard on their cap, they find themselves tight on space. Over $12 million in cap space is already spoken for in 2026, and that's not even considering other roster needs. The 49ers are also looking to develop their youth at tight end, with players like Latu, who showed promise with around 400 yards last season, but they're clearly prioritizing the future and cap flexibility. This scenario opens the door for a potential trade, and sources from Pro Football Reference suggest that the Niners might be willing to move Kittle, a player who's been a cornerstone of their offense since 2017. Kittle, now 32, is still performing at a high level with 37 receptions, 396 yards, and 5 touchdowns in 2025. His PFF grade of 88.2 places him among the top 5 tight ends in the league, and his yards per route run at 1.8, along with an EPA per target of plus 0.34, proves he's still an elite threat in the passing game. His career totals surpass 7, 0 yards, and 45 touchdowns, and he's a 5-time Pro Bowler. Despite missing 3 games due to a rib injury, Kittle remains reliable, especially in the red zone, where his efficiency hovers around 55%. Now, why would the 49ers consider trading Kittle? Well, besides cap concerns, they're also looking to emphasize their developing tight ends, focusing more on youth and potential. Players like Latu, who amassed 400 yards last season and shows promise, are part of that plan. The NFC West isn't exactly a defensive juggernaut, with defenses ranking around 25th in points allowed per game, so losing Kittle might hurt their middle-of-the-road offense. But it's a move that makes sense financially. For the Packers, this is a golden opportunity. Adding a player like Kittle immediately elevates their tight end group, which already features the promising Musgrave, who racked up around 500 yards and earned a solid PFF grade of 83. One Kittle's arrival would not only give Jordan Love a reliable short and intermediate target, but also significantly boost the Packers' run and pass game. When you look at the impact, it's clear that having Kittle on the field could shift the dynamics of their offense, making it more unpredictable and dangerous. His presence would also help improve the Packers' short completion percentage, which is currently around 72%, potentially rising to 80% with Kittle's savvy route running and reliable hands, especially in the clutch moments. In the context of the current season, the Packers are sitting at a 9-3-1 record, pushing hard for a playoff push. Adding a veteran like Kittle would give them a real boost in the postseason, especially considering how tight and competitive the NFC is. The playoff experience Kittle brings, with over 800 yards in playoff games alone and a reputation for clutch plays, could be the difference-maker in high-pressure situations. His blocking skills, rated at 76.5, and yards after catch, averaging 60 yards, make him a dual threat, capable of stretching defenses and creating mismatches all over the field. Projections show that if Kittle joins the Packers, they could see a boost of over 700 yards from their tight ends collectively, similar to what Mark Andrews did with Baltimore in 2023, where efficiency improved significantly. With the Packers' backfield currently facing injuries and mismatches becoming more frequent against linebackers, Kittle's presence would be a game changer. His ability to create mismatches and make contested catches in tight windows would elevate the entire offense, making the Packers even more dangerous in the postseason. Think about the possibilities. A tight end duo of Musgrave and Kittle, both capable of creating chaos for defenses, especially in the red zone and on third downs. And let's not forget the playoff implications. Odds for the Packers winning Super Bowl LXI already took a jump, from plus 750 to plus 550 at PointsBet as of December 2025. And adding Kittle could push those odds even further. His career playoff yards total of around 800 and history of clutch performances could be the spark the Packers need to make a deep run. In simulated models like Football Outsiders, the Packers' chances versus teams like the Seahawks have already increased from 53% to 70%, thanks to stronger offensive options and enhanced matchup versatility. Blocks from Kittle, often underestimated, are among the best for tight ends in the league, giving Love more confidence in critical moments. All these factors point toward a strategic pivot for Green Bay, a move that could revive their championship aspirations, echoing the dominance they had in the 1990s and early 2000s when tight ends like the legendary Mark C.H. Mura and Bubba Franks played pivotal roles. This potential trade, if it happens, would send shockwaves through the league, signaling that the Packers are serious about contending now and in the future. It's not just about adding a talented player. It's about injecting a sense of urgency, grit, and experience into a team that's been building steadily, but now needs that extra push to reach the promised land once again. In the grander scheme, acquiring Kittle could be the final piece of the puzzle for the Packers' offense. With Jordan Love developing and a solid offensive line, the addition of a player of Kittle's caliber would make their passing game one of the most feared in the NFC. It would also send a message to their division rivals and the rest of the league that Green Bay is back and they're not just here to compete, they're here to dominate. So what do you think, Packers fans? Could Kittle be the difference maker that propels Green Bay to another Super Bowl appearance? Does this move make sense for the future of the franchise? It's exciting to think about the possibilities, and I'm sure many of you are just as fired up as I am. The offseason is just heating up, and if this trade happens, it could be one of the most impactful moves in recent NFL history. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to US and TO, the Green Bay Packers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Green Bay Packers news.